What's going on, folks? I have a mouthful of food because I'm hungry.
What the fuck?
Oh boy. So, as the title says, NWQ, new world quests for the new expansion come out for World of Warcraft. As we have a whole bunch going on here in the background. There we go. Now we can see y'all. And as you see, I already entered into the world to get things started. Also, as always on Skype, we have with us Bobbit and Trek. How you guys doing?
I'm good. Good, thank you guys.
Mr. Mime over here.
A pair of underwear. What do you want me to give me a pair of fucking underwear?
Anyway, as the hilarity has started already. Ah, good lord, I hate that has to go on twice. Anyway.
You gotta shave my head.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, so it's been an eventful evening over here for a little bit, that's for sure. Pretty much. Alright, let's head on over here to the portal so we can get on to Undercity. Okay. Now this here is Undercity. It's one of the main cities for all of the world. It's where the undead have made their home. As you can see here by the abominations all around. We're gonna head right on in here to the Royal Quarter to get this quest. And from there, a whole lot of fun.
Yay! What joy is there in this curse?
Blah blah blah. Just giving you a little taste of the storyline that's going to be continuing on from this point forward, because of course the expansion is called Battle for Azeroth, so it's going to be a battle again between the Horde and the Alliance.
You know, there should be an expansion where they just sit down for tea and just be friendly.
Yeah, not happening.
They call it Tea Time for Susan.
Yeah, again, not happening.
I know, but it would be fucking hilarious though if it was like an April Fool's update.
Yeah. Whoop. Taking a little shortcut out of the city here. Just to make it a little easier. I may come back and show y'all what the rest of the city looks like from this perspective. I don't know. See how I feel. Now, it used to be that you took the Zeppelins to the new cities, but
They changed it.
they did. They now have portals here on the Zeppelin towers.
Makes it easier.
A bit easier. It's much different. Uh-oh.
Colin, jeez.
Where's JP?
He is actually starting laundry because tomorrow morning, folks, we are heading out of town for his job. So he needs some clean clothes to work in.
Cubs is getting somebody deadly.
What?
Cubs is getting somebody deadly.
Ah. Yeah, we're watching the game too.
Yeah, Cubs at Diamondbacks.
Oh, I see that.
My life.
Thank you to Stone Cold Cody who sent me that breaking news.
What's that?
Cubs are getting Cole Hamels from the Rangers.
Yeah? That's nice.
We're gonna be deadly.
With what?
What do you mean with what?
Don't you have enough pitching? Jesus Christ. Like, you need another fucking pitcher like I need another fucking
Hole in the head?
hair plug. Okay, that was a bad example.
I was gonna say, wait.
Yeah, exactly.
You need pitching like I need...
Next, when are you gonna look at it?
Jade, come up here. Come on.
Jake, come here. Well, he won't come up here because there's fries there.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I keep forgetting that? I forget everything.
Mm-hmm.
Start to turn into an adult. I forget everything.
You are an adult.
Not
Yeah,
really.
she said starting to turn into.
I can turn into an adult where she wakes up early in the morning and can't get back to sleep.
Huh.
Trust me, I woke up at like 1:30 in the morning. And
I thought you were going to say 1:30 this afternoon. I was going to flip.
Well,
I was gonna say,
another
I'm up at
match
6:30 this
has
morning.
been confirmed for All In.
Who?
Nick Aldis versus Cody for the NWA Championship is officially confirmed for All In.
Yeah.
Again, we'll talk about that on Friday.
Oh, it's alright. Yeah, we will. Can I record it?
Yeah,
I suppose.
because there's already a Raw and they recorded on DVR. Which I have no clue how I got there.
Oh, I accidentally recorded it, which it wasn't the whole thing anyway. There's really nothing to record right now.
I'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Trickster likes men. Big, hairy men.
Let's see first. Let me signal the others to begin their assault. This fire burns with purple smoke. They should see it rise above the trees soon. After you, Jim.
Okay. Hey. Calling me, stopping me while you didn't fucking give me my goddamn stealth until I was right on top of him. So it's your fault, not mine, Larash.
You're yelling at a computer.
No, she's probably yelling at a player that she's still on the VR.
Nope.
You're yelling at a computer, aren't you?
I am, but you do it all the time as well. So you have no room to talk.
I didn't say I did.
Correction, he yelled at a TV.
He yells at a TV with a computer program playing on the TV.
And for gameplays. They have to do with baseball and football and when no one does anything right.
Why are you still talking?
Because I have the right to freedom of speech.
You think you do.
Freedom of speech.
I got your freedom of speech.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep talking.
Gator. Shut the fuck up.
What the? So apparently there is a glitch with this quest because with my shaman, I pretty much got right up on these people and they did not attack. The same with my hunter, so there was no issue getting through this quest. There we go. First part of the story is complete.
And that's the end of the stream, guys. Have a great night. I don't know why you just flipped me off.
Is that again?
That was funny.
We are the Forsaken. We will slaughter anyone who stands in our way.
Now we get to fly to the shoreline. To make sure everything's set up out there. And this is only the beginning of the quests that are going to be available to get yourself up to the new level cap, which I believe is going to be level 115.
Oh my god, dog.
And all item levels have reset, so yes, even though this is a artifact and I have legendary items on my hunter, they don't equal very much. And my health, which used to be over 2 million, is now back down to 27,000. So, it's fun for me. There we go. And as you can tell, I never quested out here. Just because it's Ashenvale. I don't want to talk to this guy right here. There. So let's see how. With this quest and the amount of back and forth I have to do, you guys are gonna get a real taste of the different flying mounts that I have. I'm stuck in a tree. Karma.
I just called bad luck.
That's karma too.
Karma is when it happens to you every day.
No. Karma can be instantaneously, just like that. It'd just be that one time.
Stop trying to be smart.
I am smarter
Oh
than
my
you.
god, Paige, why are you so worried about people being smarter than you? You sound like fucking Tommy NC 2010.
You don't want to know. Not quite.
Okay.
There you go again, being fucking snide.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not being
Okay. Did my reputations get reset a bit too? Strange. Well,
That was unnecessary. Shh.
yeah. That was almost disastrous. And here we got Malfurion being Malfurion. For those of you who don't know, he is one of the lead druids for the Alliance, who's also a major dick, but we're gonna save that later on, for later on, as the storyline progresses.
I wish I was a magic man.
What was that about it?
I wish I was a magic man.
A magic hat? Oh. Sorry, it's kind of hard to hear you.
Do what now?
It was a little hard to hear you there for a second between
Oh,
conversations.
I just said I wish I was a
outside my
magic
door.
man. I will say this, the coolest part of Kingdom Hearts 2 so far is seeing Leon and Cloud back to back.
Oh, absolutely. It definitely makes it more fun when you can see something that you would never ever expect to see in a Disney-related thing. Looking like it's going to be a quick night again here, folks. Could be. Well, there's a conversation going on while I'm having a show, so.
I'm sorry. Gator, shut the fuck up. God.
It's so much fun. Ooh, yay. Okay. So that quest is done. There's just with the hunter and the shaman, it went a little faster than what it's going with the paladin, but with the paladin being a tank, she doesn't do as much damage. She basically I want to, Sinister. I really do. And Nip, just a little FYI, this is an English-speaking channel, so I have no clue what it is you just said in the chat. If you could translate it to English for us, that'd be great.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Stop it.
Yes.
Don't do that. Be nice.
I'm sure you do, Johnny. You'll have to explain it to us one of these days.
What's that?
He has a theory as to what's going on with the Alliance side, after seeing the Alliance side of the quests.
Hey, he has a theory. A game theory.
It's not Trek, it's Johnny Sinister.
Game theory, they give you spoilers on games, like what drew this, and then they got film theory, which they tell you dark secrets in movies and all that. The guy's funny, but it's stupid.
Yes, well, he didn't say game theory, he said gay.
Oh.
Gay theory?
Mm-hmm. It's Bobbit now, come on.
Wait, what now?
Tell me about what you said.
Hey.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I guess it's getting early night again, folks. Alright.
I snuck it back in.
Okay. So what's this theory?
So, on the Alliance side of the quest S-line, you know, on the Horde side, there is a quest to go collect the Azerite for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on the Alliance side of the quest, they mention you do the same kind of quest where you go collect the Azerite for the first time, but they mention that one of the Tree of Ancients it's damaging. They're hurting because this Azerite is springing up, and it made a very interesting theory for me that maybe that the ancients are not something that were supposed to be made.
Ooh.
Otherwise, why would the essential... Because Azerite, as we know in BFA, is basically the lifeblood of Azeroth.
Mm-hmm.
So from a lore perspective, I kind of question, well, why would something apparently that was from Azeroth itself, such as the Elder Trees, why would they be hurting from it springing up out of the ground?
That's very, very interesting.
Why wouldn't you would think that Azerite would actually empower them?
You would think so, and thank you very much, Everett. Now, do you think this also has to stem from when they first destroyed the life tree?
I think, I wouldn't be surprised. I almost kind of wonder if maybe they were not supposed to be in existence. I also wonder, was there any mention of the Emerald Dream before the destruction of the First World Tree?
Not that I remember.
If that's the case, it would explain the Emerald Dream, that it is a, for me anyway, I would think it would kind of explain where the Emerald Dream came from. It's basically a side effect of the First World Tree.
I'm trying to think back, because I know you said you never played the original maps, but I did. And I'm trying to think back to that storyline, and I do not remember the Emerald Dream at all being mentioned in them.
You're talking about like Warcraft and Warcraft 3, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't get to play those, but I did. I pretty much got introduced. Well, I take that back. I used to watch a buddy of mine play Warcraft 3, but I didn't quite understand what was going on, and so I really didn't start getting into WoW until I actually started playing World of Warcraft.
You want to shut the door?
Yeah, I first got into World of Warcraft because of Warcraft 3. And it was definitely... Ooh, there we go.
We pass through the wall on my command.
God damn it.
Brace yourselves.
Anyway. With that, it was... I actually got into it so deeply that I actually got the bonus map, which is what first introduced us to Rexar.
Right.
Oh, excuse me. And I was just hooked from there. And it was the actual storyline behind it. I mean, being able to play as Medivh or
These savage elves would do no such thing.
yeah. To
Well, you
see-
know what?
There's nothing I can do about it.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
to see the actual creation of Lady Sylvanas as she is today. What Arthas did to her. And to see his
Well,
transformation into the Lich King.
Now, it's funny you brought up Sylvanas because I actually have I think you and I could have a really good discussion on this. Do you think, with the way that BFA is portraying Sylvanas, do you believe what some people are saying that she is a Garrosh 2.0 or she is inherently evil?
I believe she's inherently evil. Because even in the old maps, she had that tone about her of, I don't like you and I'm going to hurt you any way I can. It just so happens at this point in time it's to protect my people from you.
Okay. I would actually like to maybe possibly change your mind about that.
Okay.
Because the thing is I am actually one of those that felt sorry for Garrosh. I think Garrosh got a very raw end of the deal. The thing is, to understand that there's a big misconception with Garrosh as a character,
Right.
is that he went away from what the Horde really is, and that he was trying to change to the Horde to something that it wasn't. When in reality, that's not true. In fact, Garrosh was almost adhering to what the original Horde was all about. It was about conquest, honor, and survival. That was what the original Horde was all about. And if you look on how he became war chief, you start to look, he was kind of handed the raw deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when Green Jesus went off to save us from the Cataclysm, you know, he kind of left it in the hand. He left this big mess with Garrosh, because there's moments because the reason why I do that, because a lot of people that really hated Garrosh didn't really quest through the Catazones when they were revamped.
Yes.
And there were a lot of instances where you saw a very honorable Garrosh. And now when it comes to Sylvanas and her actions of late, well, based on what I've seen in the beta and what I've read as far as the new book that's out,
Right.
she is on the side of the extreme, but it's not like her preemptive attacks are not unwarranted. The thing is that she's not wholly trusting of Anduin. It's not that necessarily Anduin is a bad person, but if you look at who Anduin keeps himself with,
Greymane, yeah.
Greymane and now Jaina, two of the people that hate the Horde more than anybody, it is you kind of saw in Legion that Anduin was very much influenced by Gin, and you can see the influences of Jaina as well. So Sylvanas doesn't really have a reason to trust Anduin. And two, a lot of people seem to forget that Sylvanas, in all intents and purposes, is undead.
Mm-hmm.
So with that becomes the lack of emotion.
Well, there's also another little tidbit to go on between Jaina Proudmoore and Sylvanas, because when Arthas actually changed Sylvanas into the undead, Jaina was actually there.
Right.
And she actually knew about it. And did nothing. So,
right.
With that, there's always going to be that hatred between Sylvanas and Jaina.
Well, and see, there is even, I read something today where somebody was talking, they were discussing this very topic.
Mm-hmm.
And something that I never realized, but there was a reason for why the Forsaken, they actually had a legitimate reason for attacking Gilneas. Some people don't buy of it being revenge or something like that, but the thing about when they attack Gilneas is Gilneas shut their doors.
Yeah.
And because of that, they didn't take anybody in. And so a lot of the undead would never have come to be if they were allowed access into Gilneas. Now, a lot of people want to make the argument that Garrosh kind of forced Sylvanas' hand, but it's kind of hard to think that there's not some resentment there to where if Sylvanas, knowing how Sylvanas was, with what she was doing with the Valkyrie and creating the undead against Garrosh's wishes, why would she attack Gilneas if Garrosh forced her hand to?
Right.
Sylvanas doesn't seem like the kind of person to me as somebody that would do something that Garrosh, of all people, wanted. So, the thing is, I don't necessarily buy that she's evil. I think what we're seeing is that she sees, and two, we don't know what's going to happen with this expansion, because there's either going to be one or two things that I'm predicting that's going to happen. It's kind of an either or. Either we're going to get Sourfang as the new war chief, or we're going to see a redemption story of Sylvanas.
It's going to be kind of hard to pull that off. But
it is going to be hard to pull it off. I do agree.
Are you guys talking about a real person?
Person in the game, yes.
Okay.
We're discussing story.
The storyline of the game itself, yes.
Fair enough. They have me lost.
There's so many different ways that this expansion could actually go. Not just with the storyline, but also with the gameplay itself. Because if you look at how they're doing the cutscenes again, it's almost identical to those of Warcraft 3. Because you have those storylines where it's still within the game. You have those cutscenes where it's still within the game and it's the gameplay itself. But what?
Well, and even if, like, let's say, even if all our worst fears are true, that Sylvanas is basically a Garrosh 2.0, and that this has made the Horde evil, I don't see that necessarily as a bad thing.
I don't either, because you know what? The Horde has always been that more primitive and more rough side of the storyline, whether it be that, yes, it's not gotten the best rap, or, yeah, this is a fucking evil ass storyline I'm part of right now.
Well, like, this is the way I look at it. I think people are conflating evilness with survivalistic.
Yes.
And that's what I've always kind of viewed the Horde as, is that they're not necessarily evil, but they are very survivalistic. And Sylvanas, I think, is the epitome of someone that is fighting for survival will do. They will do these unbelievable things to ensure the survival of her people. Because if there's one thing you can't not say about Sylvanas, she doesn't care about her people.
Right.
More specifically, the Forsaken. She will do anything for the Forsaken.
It's because of the Forsaken that she has a home. Because of what Arthur did to her.
I just always kind of think that I think people, especially people of that play our side of things, I think the concern is justifiable, but I think they're not looking deep enough into it. They are falling into... I really think that they are falling into the trap of what Alliance players typically view Horde as.
Yes, that's the problem.
And which is not what we've always been about at all. We're, bloodthirsty killers. No, it's not necessarily that we're bloodthirsty killers. It's we are doing everything impossible to survive.
Right.
I'm just gonna throw this out there real quick. When you guys are sitting there talking about it, somebody pops into the chat. We're not bloodthirsty killers.
Oh yeah, no, not us personally.
No, I know you're not. I'm just saying it's funny. Somebody popped into the chat. I'm sorry, I'll shut up now.
Welcome, viewers. You have the Murderers channel, apparently.
So my uncle just whispered me in game and said, "Yeah, well, you might want not," because I was going to change my lock over.
Right.
And he goes, "You might not want to do that. It's been rough the past couple of days." I was like, "Hey, Vay, okay, we just decided that we were going to switch and everything. Now you're telling me no." Okay.
Dude, go for what makes you happy.
I know. It's just like, I'm like, well, dude, I kind of already decided I enjoy the Horde questing more, so I'm sticking with Horde. Because I've always been a fan of darker storytelling.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that whole Vulcan storyline was just like, oh my god.
And, the thing is that they've already kind of showed us in BFA, we get to talk to freaking Loa.
I know!
We get to talk to the freaking Loa. How many expansions have we been waiting for some Loa stuff?
I know.
I know some people don't really care for the troll lore, but I do. I love troll lore.
Yeah, I do too. And it's like doing the looking ahead and seeing possibly what we're getting for skins for certain characters. It's like, ha ha ha.
Oh, I know. I still say, I still stand by what you and me were talking about the other day. I still stand by what I say, that I think Coltarian wins hands down on the Druid form.
Absolutely.
I still believe that. But that's not discrediting that the Zandalori Druid forms are not absolutely stunning.
Oh. I gotta tell you, I am an avid non-Tauren Druid person.
Oh, I know. When they finally, just the fact that we were able to finally be a troll druid.
Oh. I was so happy. I changed over so damn fast. I love the Trail of Smoke. And it was more because of the bat blight form than anything else. I mean, I still don't understand why the tusks have to stay with the troll druids, but that's minor.
I think it adds to the character. Yeah. The only thing I kind of
I gotta tell you, the paladin tanks are so broken right now. I've never, as a tank, had to heal myself this much through a fight.
Oh wow!
Never. My shaman was able to take care of this damn elite faster. So I'm wondering if I have my spec wrong. So yeah, if you're going to be a paladin tank, definitely search and make sure that the talents are done up right, or they're broken right now.
Right.
There's really no other way of explaining it, but this is what I'm talking about with the old school cutscenes. We're getting more and more and more of those with each expansion. Because they kind of went away from it and gave you movie mode with every cutscene. It's like, okay, it's kind of boring now.
Right.
Thank you.
Wait, but that guys, I think my uncle is wanting me to hop in Discord, and he's not understanding what I'm trying to tell him. So
yeah, go right ahead. Thank you for stopping in.
I'll catch you guys later. See y'all.
Yep, you have fun.
See you, man.
He probably wants to lick that.
Oh boy. But yeah. So that just to give you guys a little taste of what's to come in the future. And Dwayne, I did see your comment in the chat there of if there wasn't a subscription, you would play this game. And honestly, it's worth the subscription cost to play the game. I understand things are a little tight right now. Things are going to get very tight for me soon. Like, I may not be able to play it for very much longer. Because of having a baby on the way. But
more or less it'd be because the baby comes first.
Absolutely.
When I get home from work, I will give her. I will let her unless she has to breastfeed. You guys don't mind watching her breastfeed while
yeah, they wouldn't care about that one bit because you know what? Oh, boobs, TV, yes, thank you. But yeah. So we'll see how things go. I'm definitely going to finish up this storyline for you guys so you can get a little taste of what's to come in the future. Because this is just the start of the Horde against Alliance thing. So there's a lot to come up with. And cover yet. When it comes right down to it. And I did have a certain quest on my hunter that I did not get on any other character yet, which is kind of concerning me. Because it becomes one of those things of, did I miss something with my other characters, or is there something I have not done with my other characters yet? And of course I don't have enough mana to heal myself. Yay! Whew. This is gonna suck. But I definitely think the paladins are a little broken right now. And for those of you 4 that are still here watching, thank you for sticking around with me. Even through interruptions and me not really having the brain power to focus on the game and talk at the same time. Half of the time. Come on, I need you over here. Fucking hate casters. There. Now she'll come over this way. Ha ha ha! There we go. So Bobbit, how's Kingdom Hearts treating you?
Yeah, alright so far. I'm currently killing a lot of Heartless.
Unfortunately, you have to do that in order to make it through.
Yeah.
What about you, Trek? What are you up to?
Just take it easy, getting ready for work tomorrow.
Ah. Now, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Good talk. Thanks.
Trust me, I don't know jack or shit about that game.
So that's why you can ask questions. I can fill you in.
So I would need a history class on it.
I could actually do that for you. Once I'm done with this, put a 1 or a 2 in the put a 1 in the chat if you would like to see some of the cinematics from these games, both past and up to the present. Because I can sit there and play those for you and give you guys an idea of where the game started.
No, Lord, no. Oh, she's okay, folks.
Well, Cody's interested. That's good to know. Alright, so when I'm done with this quest line and we get the whole story figured out up to this point, I will do that for you folks. I just wish I could show you some of the in-game cinematics that they've had in the past. I love the Illidan one that they have for the Demon Hunters. Because that one is probably one of the better cinematics when it comes right down to it. But I'm sitting here wondering why I smell popcorn.
whole fucking shit ton of
With this in our grasp, all you dare to oppose us. Proceed with caution.
You're hungry for a snack?
I said if they were.
So here we go. This here that I'm going to collect now is what Johnny Ray Sinister was just talking about. These here, the Azurite. This is basically going to be stuff that empowers our weapons from this point forward. Nope. Still too far away. Alright. Apparently I'm one of the last ones to be doing this in this area right now, because there's barely anybody here. How you doing, D-Wells? Welcome to the chat, bud.
God, these summons are fucking OP.
Which ones?
The Mulan summon. Or,
yeah, they are.
Special, whatever you want to call it in this game. Man, the freaking Valor forms are fucking epic.
Yeah.
Like, I've only died once, and that was the Matrix fight. You know, you had to fight the 40 people in like 30 seconds or whatever.
Right.
Like, that was a pain in the ass.
No. No.
But the boss fight in himself was easy as shit.
There we go. Ask him.
Bobbit.
Bobbit, somebody has a question for you.
What's that?
Well, what's the hardest Kingdom of Hearts you've ever played? Kingdom
First
Hearts.
one. No, Chain of Memories.
Right.
Only reason why Chain of Memories is hard is because the combat, well, the gameplay system in that game is just, ugh.
You want to know what else is hard?
Baseball.
Me holding this fart in.
Ah!
My balls, your chin, JP.
Well, considering he just farted on page, I don't think you have a problem there, Bobbit. Oh, you'll be
What?
fine.
What are you looking at, Four Eyes? You know, Dad's home, so you're gonna be hearing a whole lot of trolling.
I'm surprised he didn't come to your door and fart again.
Oh, that's coming, trust me. That is coming.
Move the damn thing.
There you go. Okay, now I can focus on just killing these people.
Oh, that's not fucking nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
If Riku's in the organization, that must mean that Riku's a nobody.
Yep. Sorry, did I spoil that for you?
No, because they just pretty much implied it.
They do.
Which means, who the fuck is the actual version of Riku then?
Dun, dun, dun.
I like the Riku character.
Jesus, my shaman breezed through this.
This game's got some explaining to do.
That it does, and it still leaves you confused. Just saying.
Another one.
I need story within story within story. I want so much story, I need story for that story.
Sure.
I want that story to explain what the hell that story was about.
Technically, you do get that, actually. In a way. Oh, for...
I'm ready for something that's gonna blow my freaking mind, so...
You'll get it, trust me. I never... With this expansion, until they fix the paladins, or until I research further the paladins, the tanks back, this is not going to be very good on my second paladin. And it makes me worry about my casters.
Really? Finding a fucking parade float?
Yes.
Oh my god.
As I said, it's going to leave you even more confused. Back over to the den. I'm about halfway done with this story here. Oops. There we go. So I'll be able to show you guys those cinematics very soon. Don't walk away from me when I'm talking to you.
Holy shit.
Someone just got roasted.
Hey God, Cody's learning. Wow.
Stone Cold Cody
What
said he's
a
learning.
loser. Only losers learn.
And now to fly the flimsy helicopter over and destroy trees.
Yay.
So negative.
You'd be able to have a fire.
That's nice, Cody. No, nobody cares.
It's called survival.
What the fuck is Cody watching?
Shark Week, I think.
Last week.
Ooh, I love Shark Week. I just don't like sharks. Which does not make sense.
You are correct.
Okay. Boom.
Cody, congratulations.
Thank you for spazzing out on me, game. And last one. Really?
Your mom's can't pay me, you big son of a bitch.
Jesus.
Oh shit, I missed him. Oh fuck.
Harsh. That's harsh.
Sucks to be you.
I got on it. I'm all good. I think. Everything's good. Oh shit, I fell off. Fuck.
Should have held on tighter.
What was it on top of a giant ass parade float?
Burning people today.
I think we are just about done with the quest line here, folks. Whoops.
One bag of popcorn for each of you tomorrow. That's it.
I will say though, he's fucking easy, but he takes forever.
Sure.
You behave. Crazy lady.
Okay. That there.
Is why you don't pick on your mother.
That there is the end of that storyline. So we're gonna get this little girl back over to Dalaran.
I like sharks, man. Why don't you go hang out with one? Cody?
I think he does.
I'm just kidding, man. I like sharks too. They fascinate the fucking shit out of me.
You're scary, Cody. No offense.
How is she scared?
Because you like sharks.
He's weird. Not scared. You know.
I watch sharks, but I won't go near
That's
them.
what he's saying.
I know.
Hey,
But no.
I'm Captain Obvious, and I buy with hotels.com. Finally, on his last health thing. Jesus.
Yeah, I should pack tonight.
alright.
Did you?
I'm going. Shit. Calm the fuck down, woman. You know,
I just.
Woman, sorry.
I just don't want to hear it from anybody. That's all.
You're what from anybody?
Anything from anybody.
But you're gonna hear a lot from me.
And from you, it's
I'm gonna
fine.
continue to talk.
That's
But you
not
said
what I'm
you don't
talking
want to
about.
hear anything from anybody.
I said I want to hear about it from anybody.
What is it?
It!
Pennywise. Duh.
Alright. Let's see here. Apparently there's a download going on in the background. But whatever. There used to be a way to show the cinematics from within the game, but it does not look like it anymore. So I'm going to log out of the game so you can see the cinematics.
that bother you?
No. Oh, dear Lord. There we go. Cinematic.
Move!
I'm going to be it.
Fucking Christ.
What's wrong with my shit?
He better not complain about any noise going on during his streams anymore. Here is the very first ever World of Warcraft cinematic for you folks. If somebody falls on their face.
Wow. I'm like a flipping puppy from the walk. Is Blizzard a snowstorm?
Blizzard is the company that made the game.
A snowstorm. A snowstorm, dude.
Shh.
Sorry.
Or I'll just leave and cut my hair long.
What do you want to do?
You can open the door. I mean, I just shut it, had it shut. Sorry, I'm talking over your stream again. We had to shut it because of fucking.
Ambulance.
It wasn't even the fucking ambulance. It was a goddamn.
That there's a dwarf. Then you got, of course, the night elf. Oh my god. Oh.
You need to fucking do something. You're such a wuss.
I can't help it.
Do some push-ups.
Yeah, I won't help.
Would you do
Yes,
my
I will.
phone?
You have.
Undead.
You realize you just have a pregnant.
Sorry.
Hey, you're gonna stop. Hey, you're doing tons of fucking push-ups, trust me.
Anything mom
You need some arm strength, girl.
That's a big old heart.
Hey, Bobbit,
Yes.
he's looking for attention. Don't worry about it. That's what he wants you to do. I'm sorry, man. I am just done with him.
Huh?
You can't be a dick about it.
I know.
I just want to be cool like you are.
Yeah. It's a... Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Bobbit.
I understand your concern, dude. It's duly noted.
That was the first one. Now here comes the second. This one is my all-time favorite out of all of the cinematics.
How many are
9 in total, I think. Deal with it. It's my screen,
there? I
not
know.
yours.
I know. I was just saying that out loud.
Actually, it looked like there was 8. So.
Alex put in the fucking chat. I see a lot of Bahamians here. Cardinals.
This here is the second expansion called the Burning Legion. What you just saw there was the Dark Portal. Draenei.
Thanks for the tweet, Cody. I already knew that, though. Thank you. They aren't done yet, either.
And now we got the Blood Elves. The Draenei and the Blood Elves were the two new races for this expansion. That's why they were showcased at the very beginning like that.
Oh, they're gonna have weird Chinese sex now.
Here's Illidan. One of the sickest storylines of the whole fucking game.
Did you ever see a kid trying to put a square piece in a triangle hole? That's kind of like weird Chinese sex is. It's like putting a square piece in a triangle hole.
Sure, Bobbit.
Moving on.
I should introduce her over my dad.
Oh dear God.
I think Grandpa would like him, Paige.
What?
Earl, Dr. Earl.
And here is Wrath of the Lich King, the third expansion.
What are you doing?
I have a bad case of diarrhea.
All the different games to show the evolution of the storyline.
I'm just. It's fine. I was just asking.
Here's Arthas.
Has a bad case of diarrhea.
I'm too legit to quit. I don't know what I'm talking about. Why?
Because people are saying I need to focus more on my singing. Yeah, Dustin said if he had the money, he'd give me private vocal lessons.
If I can find the old discs of Warcraft 3, I would love to stream them for you guys, just to show you how he became, how this character became this character. Yes. Before he became the Lich King. It all has to do with the Ebon Blade, which is his sword.
Alright. Big asshole.
You broke up,
time.
Bobbit. You broke up, Bobbit.
Oh, I'm about to go to Beast's Castle for the second time.
Okay. But just the transformation of this character, of the Arthas character, and it's all because of Illidan that this transformation happened. Just to show you that storyline alone would be worth it to find these games and play them for you.
Usually, Cody, you don't have to. My phone gives me notifications, so you don't have to DM me stuff like that. But I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm not being an asshole about it. I actually pointed it out to Heather today. So in a sense, I'm not saying don't DM me, I'm just saying you don't have to.
You can DM him, just not about baseball stuff. He gets all that information right up front.
If he does, it's not a big deal. I'm just saying.
Ow.
Neither here nor there. Not gonna be mad about it. Baseball news is okay. Wrestling news, yes, because I don't get notifications on that stuff. As long as it's legit wrestling news. I mean, you can send it to me and then I'll look it up. Or I'll have Bobbit look it up for me in the trenches. Or Heather.
Probably needs to check.
Usually I do go to Trek. Trek PD, we just asked him questions.
He's the actual live stream researcher.
Yeah, we asked him what happened in 1959 between Booth and fucking Buddy Rogers.
He should make his own website where he can let people ask him questions.
Don't give him ideas, page. Shut up.
And here we go with Cataclysm, the 4th expansion, which has brought on the races of the Worgen and the Goblins. Which, that's one thing that never really made sense to me, because the Goblins within the game, that are already established within the game, are a neutral race. However, when you go to play the Goblins, you can only play as a Horde character. So it never really made sense to me. Poor Stranglethorn Vale got demolished.
By him?
Yep. It was just, he's basically within Azeroth's core. The planet they're from, that this game is based on. And he's a giant dragon.
Oh, this guy is?
Yes.
He's a guy, but he's a dragon?
He's a giant dragon.
What does he do?
Destroys the world, basically. And it's up to us to stop him.
So he's a bad guy?
Yes.
Can you play as this guy?
No.
So you're out to get this guy. That's the whole point of this game.
Not for this expansion. Yes, that was the point. To get enough gear to be strong enough, along with like 20 other people, to destroy this character.
These are questions you guys should be asking, not me. I mean, it's just interesting. As long as, to me, when it comes to games like this, there's got to be a reason why I'm going after this dragon.
He's destroying the world. We gotta stop him.
I understand that, but there's got to be a
Story to it.
yeah, like it, kind of like Call of Duty, kind of like type deal.
Uh-huh.
Where there's an end game.
Really, man?
And now for the funniest of all of the cinematics here. And that's the Mists of Pandaria expansion, number 5, which brought on the actual neutral race of the Pandorians, which are pandas.
Yay, pandas!
Exactly, you can play as a panda within this game.
Eh.
I love pandas.
Eh.
And this is supposed to be
Wait,
They're so cute, innocent.
It starts out as funny. It starts out as serious because it's Horde and Alliance fighting against each other, as always, as it has been from the beginning. And then they end up stranded on this island, fighting against each other, and then they come across a monk. Well, you're not going to be able to because of Skype and fucking ridiculousness. It's a wooden spike. He's a human. Yep. Yeah. Humans, dwarves, night elves, gnomes, worgans.
What's up, Aaron?
Please tell me one of the dwarves are named Sleepy.
No.
Dang it.
This is not Disney.
I wish.
And there's 1 or 2 more races for the Alliance side. I can't remember off the top of my head. Yep. Neither one of them yet. That's an orc who's on the Horde side. And of course, more barbarian of the whole game. Got the human there.
Oh, damn.
And here we go. They now meet the monk.
Kung Fu fucking panda?
Damn straight.
It's Paul.
It starts out all three of them fighting each other, and then now they decide they're gonna work together to beat up the monk, and he still wins. He's deaf.
Oh, in both ears.
No, just the left one.
Do you want me to make you deaf in one of your ears?
I think I'm already am.
I'm already am. I suppose I shouldn't shut up. I shouldn't say anything. You shut your pie hole when you're talking to me. Oh, she got it right away.
Maybe one day when I'm bored of doing the high levels, I'll create a panda and do a run through for you guys.
Oh, please do it. And name him Paul, please.
I can't, and he's already used so many different ways in this game.
I wish you could name it.
That's it.
No. Now we got the expansion that gave us our own garrisons to build within the game. Warlords of Draenor, which is actually partially the origin story of the old war chief Thrall.
Fuck that guy is.
35 years good.
Damn, I was 10.
This also gives you the backstory a bit of Gul'dan, who is the betrayer of all the orcs.
This dude.
Nope. That's Hellscream. That's Gul'dan.
Mhm.
It's good to eat popcorn from those, right?
Sure, if you want broken teeth.
It's good to eat. Yeah,
I've been eating them.
I mean, I do.
It's not like he's gonna kill you, but
Oh, well, mom's alive.
I mean,
it's not the healthiest thing
it
for your
won't
system.
digest very well.
Right.
And when you go through my fucking butthole, I'm just kidding.
You might get a hemorrhoid.
You might, but you won't. It's not gonna kill you.
So that you guys know, that really big dude with the fire coming out of the top of his head is called Muradin. His blood basically cursed all of those orcs that are within the Azeroth realm instead of the Outworld realm. Which is why the orcs you see within Azeroth are green and these orcs are red. That's why. Cursed by demon blood.
You look bad guys.
They were. But they were able to break free from the curse and become good guys.
So these are good orcs?
These are, yes.
So they don't like the bad orcs.
In a way, yes. Because they're untrusting of them because of how deeply connected to Gul'dan they were through Muradin. But basically, this is how they got their freedom.
Was not our destiny. Times change.
This is another story with line within the old games that is worth looking up. Construction of a dark portal. Actually, no, Cody, they're called orcs. The ogres are two-headed within this game.
And no, none of them are named Shrek.
Where?
Here we go with the second to last expansion, which again has to do with the Burning Legion, which is all the demons within Outworld. You heard Johnny very sinister mention Anduin early. This is his father.
All my life I've lived by the sword. I've seen kingdoms burn and watched brave heroes die in vain.
And it was this particular
It's been difficult.
cinematic that actually made me realize that Lady Sylvanas within these cutscenes looks like Michelle Pfeiffer.
Who?
Never mind.
I have learned patience, tolerance.
I'm just gonna go back there and see.
Her?
Yes.
She looks like Michelle Pfeiffer.
The shape of her face, yeah.
I can't. I mean, no. I didn't get a real look. I didn't see it.
We'll see it here.
I'm just gonna go back there and see.
Has some
She has, yes. 2 movies.
Fabulous Baker Boys and
3 movies. Grace 2, Fabulous Baker Boys, and Hairspray.
I love the movie Hairspray.
Which incarnation of it? Zac Efron?
Huh?
With Zac
I
Efron?
haven't seen
No, I haven't seen Hairspray live though.
That's, no. There's another one with Ricky Lake in it. From
the
like back.
original.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's not.
The original was a Broadway
musical
play.
was actually the original.
I have seen.
Well, Heather, I'm about to fight what's known as the hardest boss in this game.
Mickey Mouse?
No, Zoldan.
Who? I'm trying to think. I watch this stuff.
I don't quite think she's the hardest, but okay.
Oh,
Oh, they brought us to you in. Okay.
what is he?
Angry.
What is he? The Sea King?
No, he is the king of the Alliance.
Oh, well, for a minute. I thought he was controlling the studio.
Legion.
And then, of course, folks, the very last cinematic to bring us up to date with the most current expected expansion.
Where's Rough One Nothing? Where's your hat?
Oh, it's at home. Somewhere. Rubber monkey it.
And with this one, we finally get to see Queen Sylvanas as the Banshee Queen that she is actually. And there's Greymane.
Who's he supposed to be?
That's a Worgen. A werewolf.
Are they bad guys?
They're on the Alliance side, so.
Are these bad guys?
These are the Horde members.
So bad.
God damn it! Stop confusing me with shit.
They're fight. When it comes to this expansion, there is no good guy, there is no bad guy. It all depends on what side you play on.
Make my life easier.
Well, you can't really say that, because if I'm playing as that guy, the ones that just shot the arrows into him are the bad guys.
Anything that is wearing like a good light color, I will say they are good. If they're flipping red-eyed and everything.
Well, she's the Banshee Queen.
But still. Weirdest lore I have ever heard.
Dude's an ox.
More accurately, they're called Taurans than they do.
Whatever. Got it.
And here we go with Crybaby Anduin, who's also the Uber Priest within the entire fucking game.
He's a crybaby. Fight me.
This way.
And here we go with the Uber Priest.
Shield?
It's actually called a Holy Nova, which actually is something that heals a large radius around whoever casts it.
You guys are mean leaving cliffhangers. For everybody that does that stuff, they're mean.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, that's alright. stayed logged out a little too long, but that's okay. So what do you people think?
Oh,
I didn't really watch it.
graphics seem pretty
You can speak, Track.
I like the graphics on that too, like JP said. I wish they had done. It looked better than the movie they did last year.
That's the whole problem. They did not have the game developers involved in the movie at all. In which case, with the movie, they screwed up so much of that lore. Anyway, with the movie, some of the things they had in the movie with Gul'dan were close. However, there is still that whole problem of, no, that's not what Gul'dan did, and that's not how the lore went.
I will also say this. Any fucking video game movie that anybody's ever done has always been absolutely nothing close to what the fucking video game is. Mortal Kombat, prime example. Although a very good movie, had nothing to do with the fucking storyline in the game. Which everybody was hoping would happen and never fucking did.
Exactly, and then on top of that, with Mortal Kombat, you didn't really get a storyline within the game, per se, because it was just people fighting for a tournament, but it gave you more of a line than... gave you more of a story than what the movie actually gave you.
Well,
That was understandable. So... So, yeah, if I could definitely get my hands on a copy of Warcraft 3, both the original one and the expansion of Frozen Throne, I just may play it for you guys and stream it, so you can all grasp where the storyline starts for these expansions, which would be a history lesson for you, Bobbit. Who's lost in Kingdom Hearts right now still? But with that being said, I think I am going to end it here because I'm going to have another early day tomorrow. As I said, we're going to be on the road. So yeah, thanks for everybody stopping in and enjoying the show. We'll see you next time. Have a good night.